Hello everyone and welcome back to Blockbuster Reviews. This is your favorite place for the coolest reviews of the hottest things. The movie we're going to be reviewing today is called The Fall Guy. It was one of the most highly anticipated movies at the beginning of the year. Most of the movies released nowadays are for streaming services such as Amazon or Netflix or Hulu, but this was such a high budget production that it was released only for theaters. The production budget of the movie was $125 million. So far, the movie has made $56 million in the US box office and $54 million internationally, bringing the total to $110 million, and that is a very, very big disappointment for this movie. The reason why it's a disappointment is because the movie has been running for more than 2 weeks and it hasn't even covered its course yet, and we'll look into the reasons why. The movie stars Ryan Gosling as the lead role, and it has some other very famous actors such as Emily Blunt, who plays the love interest of Ryan Gosling, and we have Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who is now being considered for the role of James Bond. Let's take a look at the movie, shall we?
This is an epic story of cosmic proportions.
Stunts! The bad guys are closing in.
We're gonna hide you.
Nope, we're gonna beat the shit out of him. I never forget a fist. I don't mean it like that.
Nothing like a good twist.
Who doesn't love a twist?
Let's make some trouble.
Get out of my head.
Stay alive.
No matter what. We're gonna beat the shit out of him.
I have a better idea.
You wanna die? Okay. Maniac. This stuntman's crazy.
We're gonna surround him.
And we beat the shit out of him. Shit. One last stunt. Going down in a blaze of glory.
We need a big finale.
How many takes do you have of that?
I've got 5 takes.
Here are the reasons why the movie disappoints. The Fall Guy is about a down-and-out stuntman who must find the missing star of his ex-girlfriend's blockbuster film, but soon finds himself in a sinister plot that pushes him to the edge of a fall more dangerous than any stunt.
Can we just start from the top?
First of all, the advertisement was remarkable, and that's a problem because the movie did not live up to the ad.
That's her. Who I just so happened.
Second, the movie was projected to be an action romantic comedy, but the romantic part was very weak. There was no emotional intensity in the romance whatsoever. In fact, if anything, it all felt very shallow. Third, the motivations of the characters are very poor, especially that of the villain played by Aaron Taylor-Johnson. The motivation is so stupid, in fact, that it seems like they gave no thought to it, and when the motivation is revealed, the whole movie starts falling apart. Fourth, the comedy is inconsistent. At times it's very good, and at times it's just downright cheeky.
I'm just a stunt guy!
This movie has its flaws. It was a bit of a disappointment when I went to the cinema to see it. I had very high expectations for the movie, particularly because the advertisement or the trailer that they had made for the movie was so flamboyant. It was full of life. It seemed very funny and action-packed at the same time. But when you go to see the movie, unfortunately, the director is not able to do justice with the movie in several places. It just kind of flattens out and fizzles out. The excitement level goes to a point where you start expecting too much of the movie, and then it just falls flat on those expectations. I've particularly found that the comedy or the humor in the movie was a bit lackluster, and the emotional depth or intensity of the movie was really lacking. If you're just in the mood of seeing something with a little bit of popcorn and a cup of coffee and just spending your spare time, then this movie is fine. But if you're in for some real and serious entertainment, I do not recommend this movie to be seen in the cinema. Perhaps when it comes onto a streaming services, it would be better to see it then. Personally, I had a choice between seeing Planet of the Apes or this movie, but I chose to see this movie, and I actually regretted it because the Planet of the Apes turned out to have a much higher rating than this movie. So this was my analysis for the movie. I give a total of about 6.6 out of 10 to this movie, and that's only because of the magnetism and the lovability of Ryan Gosling. Take that out of the movie and you have almost nothing to go for. Thank you very much for watching this review. Till we see you next time, have a good day.